this video, we'll cover the weird origins of 4 commonly used English phrases. Try to guess each one before it's revealed. The first origin story begins in the mid-20th century, when the world witnesses the rapid evolution of aviation technology. Pilots are no longer just navigating the skies, they challenge them, pushing boundaries like never before. But every aircraft has its limits, a set of parameters within which it operates safely and efficiently. These parameters include maximum altitude and speed, among other critical factors. Engineers and aviation experts chart these parameters on a graph, plotting the aircraft's performance capabilities. This graph is often referred to as the flight envelope. As you can expect, some test pilots begin to push the limits of this flight envelope, leading to the phrase, "push the envelope." Today, the phrase transcends its aviation origins and is widely used in everyday language to simply represent going beyond the usual limits. The next origin story sends us galloping back to 18th century England, a time when horse racing is not just a sport, but a national pastime, drawing crowds from all walks of life. On a typical race day, spectators keenly watch the jockeys as each strives to gain the lead. Jockeys who have a comfortable lead casually relax their grip on the reins and lower their hands as they approach the finish line. Such an act becomes synonymous with a guaranteed win. In fact, lowering the hands is so distinctive that it doesn't take long for a specific phrase to emerge that embodies such effortless victories. And the phrase eventually transcends the context of horse racing to signify anything that's undoubtedly superior. The phrase, "hands down." 2 down, 2 to go. And this story takes us to mid-19th century America, a period of great innovation and change. In 1837, inventor Samuel Morse unveils a pioneering invention, the telegraph. It's the internet of the time, as it revolutionizes communication, shrinking vast distances into mere dots and dashes. Now let's jump ahead a few years to the American Civil War, where Morse's telegraph becomes a primary means of communication, and the landscape is soon covered with its elaborate web of lines. These lines are the arteries through which vital information flows, carrying whispers of war strategies, victories, and losses. The complex network of telegraph lines becomes a metaphor for the convoluted and often distorted paths through which information travels. And to onlookers, these telegraph lines resemble the vines of a grape plant. So, as people receive information through this intricate network of vine-like telegraph lines, they eventually coin the phrase, "heard it through the grapevine." And today the phrase encapsulates receiving information through informal, unofficial, and often unreliable channels. Our last origin story takes place in the early 19th century, in the grand theaters of London. These theaters are the absolute height of entertainment during this time, akin to watching movies at the cinema. But this is decades before the light bulb. So, for illumination, theater managers rely on candles, oil lamps, and gas lights, which all lack the brilliance and focus needed for dramatic stage performances. Then comes Sir Goldsworthy Gurney, a British engineer and inventor. He discovers that when a flame is directed at a cylinder of calcium oxide, it emits an intense, dazzling white light. This isn't just any light, it's brighter and way more radiant than anything people have seen before. Theaters soon adopt Gurney's invention, and stages bathe in this new, brilliant illumination, completely transforming stage performances. Under this new spectacular light, details previously lost in shadows become clear, and actors really stand out. And it's all thanks to Gurney and the magic of calcium oxide, which is known by another name, quicklime. So the invention becomes known as limelight, and this leads to the phrase, "in the limelight," a phrase initially used to denote the experience of standing under a quicklime glow, and is now used to describe one being at the center of attention or in the public eye. So you just learned about push the envelope, hands down, heard it through the grapevine, and in the limelight. And now you know their origins. Go tell somebody. And like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Thanks for watching.